What's up, everybody? Furin here, and today we had probably one of the most fun sieges that I've had in a while. We did a lot of cleaving, which is not normally what I do with all my attacks, and we got some fun opponents and some fun defenses hit. So we got SSA and SWC. I've been trying to be better at 10 rush, so here I had a couple of presets to slam, and we just pick something and we just go in. So I went in with a Tiana Cleave, and I actually got outsped. I think that this was, I think it's got to be maybe Swift Nora. I realized the Chandra actually went ahead of me too. So they're just really fast. We still have a speed lead. They're way over tick. Luckily, my Poseidon lives with literally 1 HP. I'm able to finish off the Chandra, and then the cleanse from the Tiana after the taunt wears off allows the Poseidon to live one more turn. And then we're able to finally finish this off here. So definitely not... I don't think I should have won this, but we were able to eke it out in the end and get a little bit lucky here. For our next attack, we're going to go into this interesting defense that SWC was running, which is Odin, Perna, and the Water Vanilla Cookie. You see this a lot with Bastet. The Water Cookie gives you immunity, which makes it harder to do things like Tasarian. But we're going to take a Mephisto Lucian here, so we just took a typical Fat Lucian and a Swift Tion. I actually didn't even end up killing this Water Cookie here, which is... a little awkward because there's going to be a little bit more healing here than I thought I was going to have to deal with. But the idea is you bring the Mephisto on a tanky bruiser build with Destroy, and if you one-shot the Odin and the Cookie, then it's just a 3v1, and you don't have to deal with any revives from either the Odin or the Perna. I have to work a little bit on this Cookie. We really don't want it to get a buff off. I think I got pretty lucky here. Or I guess it did buff at the beginning, and we just outlived it. But yeah, I went heavy minus fire on this Mephisto in a pretty tanky build. I thought that the Perno would go for the Lucian here, but I guess it went straight for the tanky unit, which is great, and we're able to bruise this out and win the 3v1 into the Perna. Next, we're going to do a fun comp where you see this Dom Theo Molly a lot. It really sucks to bruiser it, and so Seb in my guild, shout out to Seb, has been running this Bastet Leo Lucian. Basically, the idea is you full send to the Dominic, and hopefully you can kill it first turn. And then the Theo is like pretty nerfed versus your Leo, and you're able to actually bruiser this out, even if the Molly lives. So you can see here, there was a really tanky Dominic. I got a little lucky, and I killed the Molly, which doesn't always happen. But yeah, we're able to Lucian that Molly there. Next, we're going to bring in another Cleave. We're going to take a Tiana CP instead of the Poseidon this time into Louise, Molong, and Narsha. This seems like pretty simple because they're pretty stationary and there's not like a lot of cut potential here. And there's also no fire threat. But I think there's Nemesis on both the Louise and the Narsha. I missed the defense break on the Narsha, and this defense is just incredibly tanky. So we get everything low, but this Louise is going to go soon and get all the shields and immunities up. We get a lucky proc there. We're able to finish off the Molong as well as dismount the Narsha. We get both strips and glancings, thank God, on the CP. Our Tiana goes down. We now have a pretty sketchy 2v1. So the Narsha has Nemesis, but we're able to get another CP proc. And then we go into this 2v1 where this should be pretty safe here. It might take a little while. I think this offense would have been like completely fine if we had just gotten defense break on the Narsha. That was like the most important thing, because the Molong isn't going to really bruise her out versus the Tiana and the CP, and this Louise I don't think is going to do anything either in a longer fight. She's just buffing herself and getting some of these S1s off. Maybe it could go crazy, but again, I think if we just gotten that one defense break or a proc on the first turn into the Narsha, we would have been a lot better off here. But here we go, the immunity breaks, we have our skill 3 up on our CP, and we're able to finally finish off this Luis. Next, we're gonna run, do not run this comp at home, and not that everyone has a Light Monkey. My Sierra, Light Monkey, and Nora, shout out to back in the day. I used to love running this with Iris, it's a lot of fun. I fixed the tuning since the last time I'd sped up my monkey because of TOA hell. And this comp it's a lot more safe than it used to be because there's a lot of stuff off will these days. We're going again into this Odin, Perna, and Water Pure Vanilla Cookie. And the idea here is just CC the Perna as much as possible. while making sure that we're locking down the water cookie by layering bombs and other CC. I'm not too worried about the Odin because we're not stacking him. We get an S1 from the Nora just to finish off that first life because it's there. And again, super fun comp. As soon as you start some CC here, you can layer bombs and make sure that they basically never move unless they proc twice. I actually switched to minus fire on the Sierra, and it's a pretty tanky Sierra, you'll see, to make sure that like a Perna proc out doesn't just ruin my day. And we just focus on exploding the bomb, getting that cookie down, and then we'll end up with a 3v1 here versus the Perna. So again, really fun comp. Ended up working out here. And yeah, it works a lot better when the monkey goes after the stripper, unlike last siege when I had messed up that tuning. And we'll get one more bomb here. And then as soon as the Sierra goes again, we'll be able to explode that and finish off this sword. There we go. 5 in a row. Next, we're going to go into this Dominic Theo Molly again with our Leo Lucian. Again, just love this comp. It's a damage Leo on plus wind and plus wind on a Fat Lucian build. The goal here is ideally we kill the Dominic on the cards from the Lucian. We get a glance here on the Theo, or on the Dominic, which is scary. We actually don't end up killing anything. Also, the Theo defense breaks my 100 res Bastet. Dominic gets 2 procs and manages to kill that Bastet off first turn. And so this is looking pretty bad. But luckily here, we get the S2 off on the Lucian. We actually double crit and are able to finish off that Dominic and that Theo. And actually the triple proc from the Dominic was actually good because he procced out of the shield. But yeah, I think really bad RNG at the start, but was able to clutch it in the end. Next, we're going to hit, this was another interesting defense. They're running a bunch of robo stuff on the SSA side. We're just going to run a Bernard Julie Galleon Cleave here. The Galleon and Galleon plus Bernard has a huge speed advantage, so I really thought this was going to be a Swift Trap, just because I know this guy is insanely fast. But again, with the 24 lead and Bernard's base, you're pretty much guaranteed outspeed here. There's no will. We're able to just wipe everything clean here with the Julie. Nice clean win. We're going to go in one more time with my third Leo and third Bastet. I knew there was a reason why I saved these Bastet dupes. This Dom is a little squishier. You can see we did a lot more of his HP. This is the way that I hope this goes when I do this attack normally. We're able to finish off the Dominic. The Molly shields the Theo. And then we're able to finish off the Molly in a 3v1 here, able to finish off that Theo for another win. We're going to try and get our revenge versus this Ongyuki that we hit in the first time, the very first attack. So we're not in a rush here. We're actually going to take in a Miang Dovolution. I knew this was a really fast team, so we're just going to bring something that we're going to guarantee to outspeed. I wasn't sure if I was going to kill the Chandra there, but we have. Miang is really great here because we'll be able to cleanse all the stuff from the Nora. She has pretty good damage. I have her on like a Vio Bruiser build. It's actually the exact same runes that I had on the Mephisto earlier. I just moved them over. And she should definitely be able to 1v1 the Nora and help finish off the Chandra as well. And give us that 28 speed leads that we're guaranteed to outspeed that defense. And for our last attack here, we're going to bring a 6th Lucian comp into this Haynes Lume Vigor, running plus light on the Lucian to make sure we kill that. When we see these fast speeds but not outspeeding my Tion, we know these are pretty squishy and high damage builds or Vile Destroy, things like that. And we're able to just wipe the field with that Lucian attack and get our 10th win of the siege. All right, so here is the siege map after I was done with my attacks. Sayswag again ended up doing most of their attacks into SWC, so we got a little bit of a free win here. You can see we were starting to blue map as the siege is ending. But again, really fun siege, even if we didn't get the 1v1 versus SSA or SWC. We got to hit a lot of high quality defenses and see a lot of fun new stuff. So shout out to SWC, fun to see the cookies in 5-star, and SSA had some interesting 4-star with I think I only hit one of the robos, but they had Wind Robo, Dark Robo, as well as a couple other new things that were interesting to see. So yeah, fun siege. Thanks to everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.